Welcome to chair yoga. So basically it's practicing yoga on your chair. So it's preferable to have a chair with no arms on it so you have some openings on both sides. And instead of sitting back and kind of slouching, we're going to come right to the edge of the chair so we can really sit up tall. My name is Kim, and again, welcome. So we're going to start by just resting our hands on our thighs and coming to our breath. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose, the back of the throat, trying to fill up from the rib cage all the way to the collarbone, pausing at the top of that breath, and then a slow exhale out. Again, inhale deeply. Think about expanding front, side, and back through the whole lung area. And a deep exhale out. One more breath in. And a deep breath out. So we're opening up all the energy channels in our body. Let's drop our chin to our chest and start neck rotations. So what you want to do is imagine a pointer right at the end of your nose, and you're going to draw gentle circles. So it's very, very gentle, not too big, not too small. Very fluid, just like water. And then pause at the bottom and go the other way. So it's an opportunity to notice how you're feeling today, any tightness or tenderness, breathing through those areas and getting all those points of rotation to move around the synovial fluid that lubricates all of our joints. And then you can settle in and again notice the energy flow through your neck area. It's called prana. Then start shoulder rotations. And if you want to get a bigger range of motion, you can relax your arms down by your side. You want to stay up very, very tall. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. And again, that full range of motion coming up and back and down and front. So all of our joints have something called synovial fluid, and we want to keep that lubricated, especially as we age. Let's go the other way. So in our practice today, we're going to be opening up the side body. We'll be doing some forward bending, some twisting, working all 6 movements of our spine. Continue the breath as you move through this range of motion and relax it all the way down. Beautiful. So you've heard of cat and cow. So it's a spinal flexion and extension. We can do it in a seated position. So either hands on your thighs, or you can actually hold underneath your seat. The exhalation will draw the pelvis, tucking under, rounding the back, and dropping the chin. And the top of your back might even hit the back of the chair. As you inhale, lengthen, starting with the tailbone, and then broadening the chest, and maybe a slight gaze upward. Exhale as you draw it in. So here's your cat stretch. Inhale, lengthen. So it's like stacking the vertebrae one at a time. So you're opening up the heart, opening up the throat area. Again, big exhalation. So this feels really good. The spinal flexion and extension really should be done every day for better mobility for your spine. Breath is matching the movement. All the breath is done through the nose, the back of the throat. So it's very deep, very deep. We're filling up and emptying the lungs constantly. Very cleansing, very refreshing. And a nice big inhale here. Good. And then we settle into a neutral position. And let's extend the arms out, palms up, coming up as high as what feels comfortable for your shoulders, and then reversing that wave coming back down. So again, you're matching the movement with the breath. Inhale deeply. This is called Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale. So we can do this standing as well. So we're just sitting down, still staying very tall on the tailbone, feeling the grounding of your sits bones. Good. One more time. Big inhale. So we start to wake up the body and refresh the body with our breath. And then we're going to go one arm at a time. So again, you can hold on either to the top of your thigh or underneath the chair for more stability. Reaching up and maybe going a little further, keeping the neck neutral, and then waving that arm back down, feeling the adduction of your obliques. Inhale up the other side. And if you want to go slower than me, that's fine, doesn't matter. You always want to make it your own practice and do what works for your body at that particular time of day. Because we're different times of the day, different days of the week, just depending what's going on with your own body. And be okay with that. So just being present on your chair. Yoga's all about being in the moment. Trying not to think about what you did already or what you're going to do after this, but truly being present, connecting with your breath. One more time. Big inhale, reaching up and really opening the side body. Good. And this time we're going to extend the arm up, reaching just for a moment, drawing the belly to the back, staying long through the spine, and then coming over at an angle for a twist. So either you can keep the other arm right at the base of your chair, or if you have the mobility, hold the back of the chair, lengthening through the spine and twisting. So we want to be very, very long through the spine. So the exhale a little bit deeper than the inhale. And slowly reverse it back. Nice. Let's inhale both arms up again. And exhale. Good. And then we sweep up the opposite arm, reaching and extending, feeling the grounding through the tailbone and the lengthening through the crown of the head and the fingertips. And then at a diagonal, we start to rotate. So notice the hips and knees stay forward and either holding low or, if you can, the back of the chair and start to twist. So you can go deep with every exhalation, go a little bit further. Again, the exhale is a little bit longer. And then slowly come around to the front. Good. One more time, big inhale with both arms high. And exhale, arms down by your side. Then we're going to pick up one knee, so you can hold on underneath the hamstring, sitting up tall again, and start your Dasha Chalana, those churnings, with your ankles, so making big circles with your big toe. And again, it doesn't have to be too fast or slow. You're going to know what feels right for you. And reverse and go the other way. So your ankles and your knees are really correlated. They directly affect each other, so don't forget about your ankles. And lower that down. Good. Again, connect belly with back, so you're staying tall. Go ahead and start your rotations. And this actually feels really good. You can do this any time of the day. Take a break. You can hold on to the countertop in the kitchen or a chair, back of a chair. And it's also good for balance, too, to be on one foot whenever you can to really keep your stabilizers strong. Good. This time we're going to extend one leg out, nice and tall. If you need to scoot to the edge of the chair, that's good. Inhale, both arms up high. And then on an exhale, you're going to start to shift your body forward, and you're going to get a nice long stretch through the back of the leg. The toes can come up toward you. You can even hold on to the hamstring for extra balance and try to keep the back long. Inhale, back it off, and then exhale, go a little further. Good. Again, inhale, deepen, and exhale, lengthen. One more time, big inhale, and a big exhale. Very nice. And then we can pause here just for a moment, try to relax and soften everything with your breath, and then gently sit back up. You can draw the knee in again. This will stimulate your core, and then place the foot back down. Good. We'll try the other side. Just a nice extension, so you're pressing out with the heel, dorsiflex position, which means the toes are coming back toward the shin. And we're going to inhale both arms up, so we get that length, realign the spine, coming back down with an exhale, and then shifting forward from the hip and not the back. You don't want to round the back. Keep it nice and long, keeping the collarbones spread open wide. Good. And then we start that wave of breath, inhaling and exhaling. All through the nose, the back of the throat. So it's a very open airway. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then we pause here for a moment, softening, so try not to go too hard. You want to just breathe into it, let the body soften with the breath. And then as you release, you're going to draw the knee back in and then place the foot down. Let's take another cleansing breath, arms out and up. This time, lace the fingers, press the palms away from you. Go nice and long. Feel the sides of the body open, and then draw it right to chest height. and drop your chin to your chest, getting another neck stretch. Good. Take another breath in and a deep breath out. And then release the arms down by your side. So now we're going to open up the knees just a little bit. Again, if you need to readjust, sit very, very tall if you can. You're going to place the same side arm on the inside of your thigh. So this is our stabilizer right here. The other arm is going to reach up. And we're going to pause here for a moment. Take another breath in. Take a breath out. And then lower that arm down. Good. So same thing on the other side. This helps to keep the tracking of the knee over the foot. So we want to align the bones as much as possible. Reaching up and extending. So you're going to dip that shoulder down. Reaching, opening up, continuing the breath. So you want to think about that breath flowing like water, constant, and lower down. So we're going to go side to side on this. So end up right in the front with one arm down, one shoulder down. You can come as far as it feels good, and then lower down slow. Again, connect the breath. Inhale on the way up, and exhaling, coming all the way down. Good. A couple more times. Big inhale. And again, depending on your shoulder mobility, if you need to stop at a certain point, that's totally fine. If you feel like you can open up more, the more you do it. It's called going to your edge, and we really encourage you to do that without harming yourself. One more time each side. This feels really nice. Still connecting with your breath. And I'm doing this outside. I encourage you to do the same. Find a shady spot. Connecting with nature, listening to the birds and the wind is really nice. Good. So now we're going to work into a warrior two. You're going to rotate one knee out a little bit more and then just lengthen the back leg. Okay? So the toes are pointing away from you. You can adjust your seat so the pelvis is really the center of gravity. And then you can float both arms out. Take a breath in. And take a breath out, another breath in, and a breath out. Then the same side arm is going to come right on the thigh, resting here, and then reach the other one up for a side angle. So you can come up high. If it feels more comfortable to keep the arm down or right at the hip, you can still rotate open the shoulder and get the benefit of lengthening through the spine and keeping it neutral. If it feels okay, you can extend it from the shoulder or all the way up. And if you want to go long, you can go a little bit longer, maybe touching the floor. And then coming back down and back to that center. Good. So here we're going to take another deep breath in, both arms. And a breath out. Kind of comes to center, cleansing your palate. Rotating over to the other side. Lengthen the back leg. Toes pointing in just slightly. And then the knee is directly over your foot. We extend the arms out to that warrior two. It's called Virabhadrasana 2. And taking a breath in and a breath out, relaxing the shoulders. Reaching forward and back with equal effort. Then relaxing that arm down to the thigh, reaching the other arm high, and then deciding what feels good for you today. Again, if you want to put the palm right at the base of your spine, you can still rotate open the shoulder. Maybe that feels good through the pec muscles, pectoralis. If not, extend from the shoulder or all the way up. If you want, you can touch down to the floor, or again, hold on underneath the chair. It's a great prop. Take another breath in, take a breath out, and then release it all the way down. Good. Softening that other knee. And then coming back into a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Start to bring your knees and feet closer together. Again, if you need to readjust, go ahead. We're going to come into another twist. So we're going to lift both arms high. Bring your palms together. And this is a chair pose called Lute Katana. You can bring the elbow to the outside and then inhale up again. So we want to make sure the hips and knees stay forward. And the twist should be from the rib cage. So that soft tissue right above the hip. Inhale again. And exhale, rotate. Take your time. One movement, one breath. We'll do one more on each side. Take your time. Take your time. Really get a nice rotation. Big inhale up. And the weight pretty much on your feet, on your heels and the balls of your feet. So the toes stay pretty loose. Inhale deep. Beautiful. And then exhale, maybe bring the hands underneath the seat or behind you and open up the chest. Open up the chest. And relax it down. Nice. Let's take another breath in. And reverse that sweep. Then we can bring our hands to our heart. This is called Anjali Mudra or prayer pose. And in the summer, what we can do is put the pads of the fingertips together for more airflow through the hands. So this just represents a lotus flower. And a lotus flower represents love. So self-love and love for others. Good. All right. So we can scoot back on the chair just a little bit more. We're going to extend both legs out this time. Inhale, both arms up. And we're going to start to reach forward as we start to come into a forward fold. So you can grab the chair at any time and start to lower the chin, the chest, coming all the way down. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Start to rise up again. And reverse that sweep with your hands to your heart. We're going to do that a couple times. If you want to, you can separate your feet and do the same thing. Big inhale. As we exhale, we sweep it down, again holding on underneath the chair or fingertips to the floor, and bow forward. Inhale, rising up again. And exhale, hands to your heart. So that's a modification of Uttanasana, which is a forward fold. One more time, big inhale. If you need to separate a little bit more, go ahead. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up. So use your abdominal muscles to lift up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Good. So let's bring our feet and knees together once more for another twist. We're going to reach the arms out in front of you, straight up. We're going to do an open arm twist. So one arm in front, one behind. Good. So try to keep the knees and hips pointing forward. Sweep that back arm to the front. Inhale, both arms up high again. Open arm twist to the other side. Take a breath in and a deep breath out. Sweep that back arm to the front. One more time. Big inhale. Open arm twist. Lower the shoulder blades. Back arm to the front. Keep pulling the belly to the back, navel to the spine. Open arm twist. Take a breath in and a breath out. Bring the back arm to the front, hands to the heart. And relax the arms down. Maybe another shoulder rotation. And release the shoulders down. One more cleansing breath in. This time palms stay together. We give gratitude for the day. Hands to heart, and we finish namaste.